I realized that last stream, my my uh my it was not recording my desktop audio, so that's great. Okay, I'm mining fest is not another 4 hours. Okay, it's fine. This is my normal purple offsetting videos I'm showing here. Can I go to the event? Big before I fuck up, do some dumb shit. Nice. Mm. I don't remember where I see my battery. Oh yeah, right there. Alright, powder guarding time. Um, 250 metal, participate in any mining event. Okay, cool. Is it? Grab the way to that. My 250 metal. Alex, man, get this shit done. Okay. The fuck is this guy talking about, chat? Jesus. I have a little Joe Bart video playing in the background. What's going on here? Yeah, I'll go ahead and play this in the background. Here, I'll throw it in a pop-up window. Let me figure that out. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so I guess all the dudes down there were rubbing together too fast and set off the smoke alarm.
Pretty good, how are you?
Hey, Cody. Hey, pardon me, Cody, we're going downstairs?
Hey guys, what's going on here?
Oh, the firefighters were the first ones to see it.
Left side veins.
What's going on?
While downstairs checking the fire alarm, officers stumble upon a fraternity hazing situation.
Sam Hell's. Yeah, I'll definitely need.
What in the Sam hell?
Alright, who's in charge?
That'd be Cody.
Looks like we have quite a bit of hazing. So I'm gonna ask again, who's in charge?
You can talk upstairs.
No, we're gonna talk right here. Who's in charge?
A couple of us are. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, well we need to find someone who's in charge, because this is ridiculous. Hey, this stops here, guys. This is a police department. This.
Oh, wait, so they weren't shirtless initially. Whoa, what? Were they making mud pies and having a food fight? So they weren't shirtless initially. What? Did they take their shirts off after the officers, like, went upstairs? When did that happen? That's interesting. They're covered in blood? Where? Oh, I guess, like, here, maybe.
Stops here.
The fuck is hazing?
Who's in charge?
We're upstairs.
Who said that?
How about we stop?
You're
Start
excommunicado!
Everyone take their blind.
What frat is this? Alpha Delta Phi. You're out of here, bud. Someone tell Cody.
Clear the room and get out of here, but no one's moving.
I will tell you something. That's commitment. There is a chance. I'm really reaching, but imagine. I just keep calling everyone here Cody, but imagine, like, whoever's in charge here said, like, knew that the, you know, with the fire alarm going off and everything, that police would arrive, and he told all the freshmen here There's gonna be cops coming. They're not real cops. If you break, you're out. What do you think the odds are of that? I feel like there's a good chance, right? Like they're testing you. Cosplay police. Yeah, like you know how like bachelorette parties order this stripper
That
dressed
makes
as a police
sense,
officer?
yeah.
Maybe it's one of those things. I say that, and I don't know if that actually happens in the real world or just in movies. I don't know how often you order a police stripper man, but it's probably possible.
Apparently they're taking us pretty serious.
Yeah, I guess.
You in charge?
You said
Still haven't found out who's in charge?
no one asked for house dad.
Where's he at?
Summit. Working at Summit.
Summit. That's cool.
So,
So,
you have
obviously,
some here?
yeah, the lieutenant's coming.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Definitely figure out why you wouldn't let me pass you initially.
Questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one of those things. We've
I'll
been there a
try
million times.
calling your house dad or whoever to get him here, since ultimately
Wish I could.
he's probably in charge, right? Unless someone else is in charge.
I don't have his numbers.
Yeah.
Which brush you use that? Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys know how the fire alarm guy set off? Or just from? It's manual.
Does his voice normally sound like that, or
This one in the hallway here.
did he lose his voice from like screaming all day? I wonder if he always sounds like that.
How I got set off, I'm not sure.
Poor guy.
I don't think it was down here. It's upstairs. I can tell you it was this one. It was really? Yeah. How long are we supposed to stay? Like, you guys had to do this too, huh? No. I don't know what this is.
I'm as confused as you guys. Why'd you cops put all these dudes in my basement?
Not that dumb.
Okay, and what are you doing here?
He's a living. He lives upstairs.
Oh, so you do live here.
Yeah.
Well, your buddy here saying different.
No, they said the same thing. They said the same thing.
Who's in charge of the house? Our house dad's at Summit. Okay, we need him now. He's at Summit. Okay, can we get in contact with him?
I don't know.
Here's the deal. From what I'm being told, this
I don't know what Summit is. Does that mean he's like off the grid or something? What's Summit? We can't get House Papa on the phone? Dude's on Everest. Oh yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's why he's unreachable. I get it. Probably just a town nearby. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
This is like shutting down chapter type stuff. I need to start talking now.
It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fine. I need to talk to people.
Can you call Summit?
Can I call Summit?
Yep.
I'm not calling Summit.
I have no contact with Summit.
Who is Summit?
Nobody in here.
Jesus,
has
like the
any way to
elusive
contact
man.
The guy that's in charge of this house.
They were ghost hunting.
Yeah, they're trying to find fucking ghosts.
Yeah, they're checking for paranormal phenomenon. Hazing is illegal in some states. Oh, really? Wait, like just full stop, even like no matter what it is, any kind of hazing is illegal in some states?
I didn't know
I
what
didn't
the
know
fuck
that.
hazing is.
Well, it's also illegal in Florida. Didn't know that either. I thought it was only like the really dangerous hazing rituals that were like illegal. I didn't know it was the whole thing. Yeah. According to StopHazing.org, 44 out of 50 states have anti-hazing laws in place. I actually didn't know full stop there were so like it was so common to have hazing itself just be outlawed. Literally kills people. Oh yeah, I mean I feel like everyone's read tons of stories about hazing leading to deaths. I know. I just didn't know it was illegal. I thought it was only like those chapters that did that shit getting shut down and those people getting arrested and stuff. I didn't know they just outlawed the entire idea of hazing.
What's his name?
Eric.
Eric, you don't know his last name?
I got a buddy named Eric.
A couple different code
That
violations.
guy can do anything.
So what's going on in here? Don't know. You're just blocking the door so we can't see who live here. How does nobody live here? Just hanging out?
You tell me.
No, you tell me.
You go to University of Iowa? Yeah. You do? What's your major?
Business.
Business? What's your name?
Oh, business. Big business. Hey guys, when did you
Is anyone in here that needs medical
When did you all take your shirts off? When did that happen?
Is anyone here that is against their will?
Guys, I just took a peek in here a second ago. You guys had
Anyone
shirts
here
on.
who is not participating in this, i.e., a leader?
Is there anyone with any sort of physical injury?
Oh.
I'm almost.
Huh?
It's almost like this is about. With the guys. What's all over you? Just water.
Fun juice.
Not sure if someone.
You come here.
Serena. Those old places.
Nope, you're gonna stand right over there
Why?
because I'm telling you to.
It's my house.
It's your house. You're responsible for everything that
I'm in
happened
this
today.
fraternity, so.
So okay, check in right there. Get up against the wall. Come over here.
It's like he's picking a kickball team. Which one of you can run 2 bases the fastest?
Milliken.
I'm putting together a
Take
team.
these two, ask them questions about what's going on their arms. So, are you responsible for the house? No. Okay, who's the house dad?
I just told you he works at f***ing Summit. We'll call him. Go there.
What
fucking
was his
Summit.
name?
Eric, I told
Okay.
you. Why are you asking me?
Because it sounds like you're responsible for the house.
No.
Sounds like you have some idea of what's going on.
Didn't he just say it's his
And I'm very
house?
forthcoming with everything.
Did I mishear him?
House dad, who are you 30 years
These two we're trying to get hold of.
Okay, go call him. Please.
Stay right there.
Stay here with me.
You guys got IDs on you?
Yes, sir.
Let's take a look at them. Any. Because you gotta see it from my perspective. What the did I just walk into?
Celebration.
Nobody? Celebration or what?
Brotherhood.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
What the fuck?
Okay, you two. The reason I pulled you guys aside. We're here for public safety at this point. What's on your arms? Oh. Where are you guys going now?
Oh, we're going to the house next door. There's like 7,000 other dudes in that basement, so we're gonna go join them.
You back down here.
We're gonna form like a giant like Megazord together. We're gonna fucking huddle on top of each other and be like Voltron or something.
That looks like blood, is it? Shining your light. Is it blood?
That's what I'm asking.
Want to taste it?
No.
Okay.
You see why we're here? Why we're asking questions?
I don't know. Get the wrong guy.
He sounds like a Muppets character right now. Again, I don't know if that's what like his normal voice or something, or maybe he smoked too much or screamed too much. I'm not sure, but it is fucking incredible. This whole video is like, if I saw it in a movie, I think it's like way over the top, like too ridiculous to be real.
I was gonna ask those guys questions, and then he told them all to start heading out.
What's up?
I was gonna ask those two guys questions, but then they all started falling out.
They left.
No, I stopped them, but he was.
Misunderstood. Did you pull these guys out?
No, I went to go talk to those guys, and then they started coming out.
Why do we come out?
They're like weeping angels, man, but like opposite. So when you don't look at them, they start changing position, taking their shirts off, and walking away very slowly. You got to keep eyes on them if you want them to stay, man. It's like he's never played Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, we had at the frats where I went to university, there was hazing, which is why I didn't know it was illegal. It wasn't exactly like a well-kept secret or anything, but it was nothing extreme from what I remember. It was like really trivial shit.
I'm a little frustrated, but
Yeah, I'm a bit peeved if you can believe it.
what's going on tonight?
It's their lead up to initiation.
Okay. What's the deal with what are we doing in the basement?
They're
It's a brotherhood
it's basically
ritual.
where they're blindfolded
Okay.
and get messed with.
Okay. And then on top of that, we find this hazing event. We want to speak to somebody.
Well. In all fairness, officer, we don't know if it's a hazing event. This could have been a LAN party. I'm pretty sure I saw a computer somewhere over there. They could have been all huddled around watching fucking Worms Armageddon with their shirts off, covered in mud. It's very we can't rule out that possibility.
Do the University of Iowa is going to see this.
Okay.
And with the stuff going around across the country, students dying from hazing events, I'm not saying it's to that level. I'm not saying any, but the university has a
that does happen all the
strict
time.
policy.
That is very
on
true.
hazing. If I can't talk to people, and if people aren't going to cooperate with me,
So you interjecting yourself into that conversation, what good is that?
They don't need to talk to the cops. I don't even
Why are
speak to
you
right
deciding who they need to talk to, though?
now. I'm just saying, they're my buddies. They're my
He's like the
friends.
Lorax. He speaks for the trees, brother. I mean, he's trying to do them a solid and be the fall guy here, but he's not very good at it. He's actually pretty terrible at it.
Yeah, actually.
I think this was his attempt to like fall on the sword, but I don't know why he thought he was equipped to handle that responsibility when he couldn't really get words out well.
I would like to have a word here.
Okay.
And if there's anything actually happening, you can call me again. But it's been a pleasure. Thanks, fellas.
Well, no, thank you, Cody.
What I catch your name?
So this is Lieutenant Travis Tyrell.
Travis.
122 will take you. What'd you say your name was?
Joseph.
All right, Joseph.
All right, Cody. Well, we're gonna be on our way now. Thank you for everything. I hope the rest of Rush Week goes well. Godspeed to you.
Unfortunately for you, at this point, you're being placed under arrest. Gonna put your hands behind your back.
Well,
Joseph was arrested for interference with official acts in connection with the hazing incident. Those charges would be dropped a year later. The Alpha Delta Phi fraternity was suspended through 2029 for hazing.
oof. Oh, so they gave us the aftermath on it. I'm still so curious what that ritual was. Stand in the basement blindfolded, maybe taste a bunch of yucky sodas and try and guess which one's which. Imagine it's some shit like that. Like it's actually the most like nerdy garbage ever down there. We were actually doing like the Laldol, and everyone that failed we just kicked out. Yeah, no, that shit's crazy, man. Who was the guy at Summit? Oh, Eric? Oh yeah, no, that dude never came through, I don't think. Unless he was the guy in the white shirt, but I don't think he introduced himself as Eric. Why do people go through that? Friends. A lot of people do it for friends. It's a guaranteed way to basically pay for friends. You get into the brotherhood, you immediately get yourself like a little network. Sense of belonging. Yeah. I mean, I kind of put that together with like friends and immediately getting like a network of people around you. For a lot of people, it's worth the price and the hazing. Like, dues are not cheap for the frats. You are actually like forking over a pretty significant amount of money in order to stay paying for your friends and your sense of belonging. How annoying were the frat guys at UT? Not at all, actually. I didn't have any bad experiences with the frat guys at UT when I was there.
Did it just end? 100% dead. Okay, I'll put something else on there in a second. Because I know that shit's boring as fuck.
Yeah, the title's not clickbait. I find this to be an extremely interesting story. A dog just solved a murder. Okay, well, hold on. The dog itself didn't solve the murder. It's not Scooby-Doo. It didn't roll out there in the mystery machine and, you know, unmask the villain or anything like that. You know, it's not Air Bud. But a dog... the dog's presence and the way the dog was behaving helped lead officers in the right direction to find the murder suspect. There's a reference I'm sure all of you have heard before, and it happens when a dog tries to get a human's attention. You might hear someone say, "What's the matter? Timmy's stuck in the well?" And it's a reference to a show called Lassie. This joke was even made in Fairly Odd Parents back in the day. Also, I looked it up. Timmy never got stuck in a well in that show. He did end up on like an active minefield and like exposed to radiation. So it seems like the forces of nature really wanted him dead, but they never, you know, stranded him in a well. But in earlier seasons, someone named Jeff did end up in a well. Regardless, the references existed for decades, and I always just wrote it off as a load of fish paste that's just there for good television. It would never actually happen in the real world, because most people would see a dog barking and going ballistic and just assume it's doing doggy shit. You know, nothing out of the ordinary, no need to warrant a deeper investigation. But it turns out that a dog doing this exact behavior actually just helps solve a murder. And I learned about it today from a Law and Crime Network video that just got recommended to me. It is a fascinating and very sad case that I just wanted to talk about.
I need you to get fire, CID, and 04 out here. This looks like a body that's burning.
Officers were called out about a fire in a field, and when they got there, it turned out it was a body that had been lit on fire. So they began a deep investigation, obviously.
What's up, puppy?
Nearby, a white labradoodle barks frantically, refusing to leave the scene.
Come here.
Officers try to capture the dog, but it evades them, as if guarding the site.
So this dog, in the pouring rain and hail, refused to leave the site. It was constantly barking, refusing to be captured, and refusing to leave. And officers started to wonder why. I mean, it must have belonged to the victim here, and its presence there could actually be really helpful in trying to figure out who this was, because the body was burned beyond recognition. That was the whole plan from the murderer, to set the body ablaze so that they couldn't identify who it was. And the dog being here and refusing to leave now gives them a really good chance at trying to figure out who it was by finding who the owner of the dog is.
You sure are hanging around here. Is that your person over there? Hey, the way that dog's hanging around, is there anybody at the station that could bring us the chip checker? Like at the fire station or over to the PD? Is the dog trying to be protective or trying to lead us over there? Because it looks like she's trying to lead us over there.
The officer seems to be sniffing it out here, that this dog must have belonged to that person, and they try and catch it, they try and get animal control out there, but animal control doesn't. The following morning, a normal citizen calls animal control because the dog was still there the next morning, and after the citizen calls, animal control comes through, scoops up the dog, they check the chip, and now they have their case.
The citizen calls Robinson Animal Control, who are able to capture the dog and scan its microchip. They learn the dog is named Titan, and he belongs to Mandy Rose Reynolds, a 26-year-old from San Marcos, Texas. Police call the phone number linked to the dog's tag. They leave a message and quickly get a call back.
Robinson Police.
Yes, hi, my name's Mandy Reynolds, and I got a message that you guys found my dog.
Oh, perfect.
Mandy returns the police call, and what do you know? She's so happy that her dog's coming back. Man, Mandy really does sound full of jubilation right now.
Hi, I just got a message saying you guys found my dog.
We believe so. So, what is your dog?
He's a poodle retriever mix.
Poodle retriever mix?
Yeah, he's white. And we looked for him for a couple of hours, and...
How long ago was this that he's been out?
Oh, heck, it's been, I don't know, this would have been around 1 in the morning.
What, last night? About one last night?
Yeah, what time did you guys find him?
They ran the chip this morning.
For those of you with gifted ears, you might be picking up a little something fishy from this conversation here. And the officer seems to start getting a whiff of something a bit awry. It sounds like someone putting on a voice on Xbox Live. This is someone that their story isn't making sense.
So your name is Mandy Rose Reynolds.
Sure.
So about 1 o'clock last night, you and were at a rest stop.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. What? I mean, what is the interrogation about? I can't even imagine what he went through, and then now there's a deceased person. Like, oh my god.
It's a shame the Oscar nominations are already locked in because, man, this is quite a performance that's being put on display here. A classically trained thespian, no doubt. You can really hear the emotion in the voice. Devastated to learn what is happening.
This number comes back to a different name. Are you on somebody's phone plan?
No, yes.
Okay. Whose phone plan are you on?
This would be my fiance's grandfather.
Okay, what's his name?
My fiance's grandfather?
Yes, I just wanted to verify that way I can close that name off.
I'm going to be frank with you, sir. You know, I'm sorry that this happened.
Dogs are natural scavengers.
You think my little Titan would go... Oh my... Detective, with all due respect, do not call me back.
Well, Titan is on a police hold. You're not going to be able to get him out.
Not Mandy on the other line is getting really combative, super defensive, and just kind of like freaking out multiple times and dodging simple questions. So the officers, acting on a hunch, do a welfare check at her apartment. And they find that it has been emptied and her car is missing. They then, of course, do license plate running to try and find the car. They do find it like 500 miles away. They then also did get dental records back from the body that confirms that the deceased victim was indeed Mandy Rose Reynolds. So whoever was on the other line was 100% not Mandy.
She had recently opened her home to her cousin, Derek Joseph Dagno, giving him a chance to get back on his feet. What she didn't know was that this act of kindness would have devastating consequences. On April 8th, 2023, Wichita police spot Mandy's missing car. When officers attempt a traffic stop, the driver speeds off, leading them on a high-speed chase that reaches over 100 miles per hour.
It's fucking heartbreaking. It's truly just tragic. So, by all accounts, Mandy seems to just be a super nice person, and her cousin needed help. So she did her best to help him, and he killed her for it. So he shot her and then burned her body in a big plastic tub in that field. And stole her stuff, took the car, they found the car, and then they go on a high-speed pursuit. Now, this piece of shit is a career criminal. He has, like, aggressive criminal felonies dating all the way back to the time he was 15. He apparently was even in, like, a shooting when he was a juvenile. This is someone that should have never been back on the streets in the fucking first place. It's just so infuriating. This is someone whose whole life has been dedicated to just making the world a worse place. He is just an evil piece of shit. And then he took this woman's life. This woman who showed him nothing but kindness.
The chase ends at a grocery store where the driver crashes the car and then flees on foot into the store. He's able to hide for a little over 2 minutes on a shelf behind canned goods before police finally discover and arrest him.
Pull him out. 283, clear the air. One in custody. Aisle 5 might be withdrawn. Or ODing, sorry. Hey, brother, what'd you take? What'd you take?
Big time cleanup on aisle 5 here. This fucking imbecile hid behind the canned goods. The worst hide-and-seek player of all time. Don't know what that thought process was. They'll never find me behind the olives and canned tomatoes. No one ever checks there. And then this imbecile must have started boofing whatever drugs he had on him, just taking as much as he could so they wouldn't find that too, because when they pull him out, he's in and out of consciousness. And it's not like the officers came there and just started fucking peppering him. They didn't do anything. They approached him and then told him to leave the canned goods. Get out from your fortress of beets. And come out here with your ass in the air. And he can't do that because he's barely lucid. Holy shit.
Yeah, we gotta go that way.
Someone stay here,
yeah.
The car.
He's identified as Derek Joseph Dagno, Mandy's 27-year-old cousin. Just days before the murder, surveillance footage would later show Derek purchasing a gas can, a shovel, and a large plastic container. Evidence from the car links him to the crime. Inside, they find the pistol used to kill Mandy,
The evidence was overwhelming. It took a jury only half an hour to convict him. Life in prison was the sentence for this subhuman evil stain. And you want to know something crazy? After the sentencing, his brother had a little something to say about it.
After the verdict was delivered, tensions boiled over in the courtroom, leading to a heated argument between members of both families. The conflict escalated when Dagno's brother-in-law attempted to strike someone and was escorted out of the courtroom in handcuffs. He was later released.
That's unfathomable to me. You're telling me Bubba here was so upset at this verdict that he tried to strike someone? His fucking brother just killed an innocent woman. And then he tries to put his hands on somebody because he's so mad about it? It looks like the only things he's ever put his hands on is the ban button on a subreddit. Like, come the fuck on, man. This is unreal. There is no world where they got the wrong person for this murder. The evidence is overwhelming. They have the surveillance camera footage of him buying the material that he used to burn her body. They also have the weapon used that killed her in his car. Like, there isn't like wiggle room that maybe they got the wrong guy here or he was framed or set up. That's just not possible.
No,
it's
not even,
very
like,
clear
feasible.
that they have the right person in the slammer now for life. And yet this guy still gets so salty about that he tries to strike someone. That blows my mind. It really does. It's an extremely sad case, but I just found it so interesting how important the dog was as a piece of this puzzle to identifying the body and then having that phone call with Mandy. Like, the dog did help lead them down the right path to finding the murderer responsible. Though I do think they would have eventually gotten there anyway because they were able to get the dental records to confirm who the victim was, so they probably would have still ended up there regardless. But by having the dog at the scene and being able to run that chip, which led to that phone call from Mandy, I do think was very helpful in the case and the investigation. So, yeah, I kind of just wanted to go over this one a little bit. That's it. So, yeah.
Oh, raffle event.
It's a St. Don video. Love St. Don videos. Let's go. Anything for content.
And all I have to do is eat this entire carton of eggs with the shell still on it.
Yo, Skippy62Able, bro. That LA Beast was the original anything for views guy. And dude, from eating pounds of sugar-free gummy bears and just throwing up, rotten milk, eating cacti, 60-year-old, like, fucking Pepsis that have, like, mold in
Yeah, I
them.
remember seeing them other videos.
Bro, Houston Jones is also I think, like, Houston Jones does pain stuff, right? Like, jackass level shit. They're actually at both ends of the spectrum of the jackass, like, type content, right? Like, I think the first people to do anything for, like, views were the jackass guys. Johnny Knoxville, all those dudes. Hyped up on drugs, you know, getting their dicks bitten by snakes and fucking eating just gross shit, you know, inhaling, like, poop fumes, like, just weird shit, you know, like, not even, like, fear factor, like, beyond fear factor, right? Fear factor's like, oh, sit in a bathtub of leeches. You know, these guys were, like, literally running. Dude, the one scene of Jackass I will never forget is when I think they hooked up Steve-O to a gas mask that ran to a tube of one of the guys that had to eat a bunch of laxatives and run on a treadmill. And he would sweat and shit himself. And then the air from that went into Steve-O's mouth. Yeah, or when he got launched into a porta potty, bro. The stuff the Jackass guys did for views, incomparable to anything done on YouTube. But if you were to try, Houston Jones and LA Beast are those guys. Because Houston Jones does stuff that's painful, like getting hit with, like, you know, 100 paintballs where he's just, like, naked, or, you know, slamming his hand into a bed of nails. I don't know, just, like, random stuff, dude.
Swallow these 4 hot dogs.
Now, we're going to be doing the gauntlet today. I'm going to be drinking a rotten Pepsi curdled milk, eating a cactus, and then swallowing 5 hot dogs whole.
Chewing them. Chow down on this gnarly looking cactus.
Yo, Twin, let me talk to you real quick. There's not even one person making you do this, bro. In one way, shape, or form, this is a demonstration.
Bro, and I don't understand. Okay, maybe it was monetizable like 10 years ago, you know, before like the adpocalypse. But dude, even in like 2014 when LA Beast was making these videos, do you think they got monetized? I don't know, man. Like, I can't see a world where him drinking a gallon of curdled milk and then vomiting in his washing
I feel like I got
machine
number 2 there.
made money. Like, there's no way.
I did. Let's go.
Today, that would not be monetized. That would be age restricted. Now, are you a busy person? Do you wish that you had an easier way to meal prep your food instead of going to the grocery store and having to pick out things and learn recipes? Well, HelloFresh, the sponsor of today's video, has you covered. HelloFresh recipes are quick and easy, and they're shipped right to your door. You get these little cards, and they tell you everything to do, and you can do it in 30 minutes or less. Everything is freshly packed and organized to make the hassle of meal prepping easier than ever. Instead of having to research recipes and go to the grocery store, it makes my job a lot easier when I'm done stream to be able to just pick up the box, unbox it, and meal prep whatever meal I ordered that I want for that day. So use my code JOEBFM at HelloFresh.com for 10 free meals plus free shipping. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New or returning subscribers only. Varies by plan. Sign up today. Click the link in the description or use code JOEBFM at HelloFresh.com. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it.
Look at this nigga's face. He's not enjoying 1 second of this. Because listen, the thing about posting content online is there's a process.
Bro, the one he did where he puts his hand in some chemical. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I don't think I can play the video. He puts his hand in like this freezing, what is it? Hot ice. Hot ice. LA Beast. Just listen. Oh yeah, it's age restricted. Chat, just listen. Just listen. I'm not even gonna show the video. He puts his hand in hot ice and then dips it in the toilet, and he gets like 3rd-degree burns. Listen.
What the fuck?
That shit was peak content, bro. I gotta say, though, yo, nothing matched LA Beast. You see LA Beast, bro, eating 2 pounds of sugar-free gummy bears. You're like, oh, I'm in for a treat. Like, watching that. Dude, the one where he drinks, the one where he drinks the curdled milk is actually disgusting. Like, dude, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, just watch all of LA Beast's videos. This motherfucker's like 25 in a garage, just drinking like curdled milk. Oh my God, where is it? This is disgusting. Actually disgusting. Where is it? I'm not gonna show him drinking it. I'm gonna show him pouring it. Look.
Oh my God.
Oh hell no.
Oh my God, no.
No, it's so curdled it can't even pour out of the gallon.
Before you post something,
he's like, I left it out in the sun for 3 days.
First comes the idea, and that's where we should have stopped. This guy LA Beast, I'm scrolling through his channel. Bro, he's been doing this for years on end. This is not a one-off eating challenge. This is this nigga's life. No regard.
Oh yeah, for years. For years.
For human life, just munching away at cactuses. Yummers. And this isn't the only thing I'd consider an extreme when it comes to making content, because real ass thought though, isn't one of the biggest reasons people choose to make content is because it seems easier than a 9 to 5. Which is not, bro. I've been sacrificing my non-existent social life for this shit, bro.
No, I think a 9 to 5 is harder than social media.
Oh yeah, for
unless you're Skippy 62 able. unless you're Skippy 62 able. I think doing social media is easier unless you are eating 7 cacti for a YouTube video that's not even really gonna make you money.
Cut this out.
That's LA Beast, chat.
I'm done.
But when your content consists of you putting yourself through physical trials and tribulations, you gotta really ask, is the oil rigs that bad though? Cause think about it, you come home from work dirty as hell, covered in oil.
If your hands don't look like this while you're eating your lunch, you must be a liberal sissy.
And what you do is you collect that oil, and after 30 years, you might have a full tank, maybe. Allow me to give you some more examples of this treacherous content I'm speaking of. One nigga that's been allowed to fly under the radar for too long is Coyote Peterson.
I'm Coyote Peterson.
Nah, Coyote Peterson's like, it's like, no, there's like an educational aspect to it, though. You know what I mean? It's like, it is, yeah, it's the anything for content vibe.
Yeah.
But when you watch Coyote Peterson, like, part of you is curious, how painful is a bullet ant? How bad would it be to put your hand in a glove full of bullet ants? He is a little too educational to it. Like, I hate how he doesn't slip character. He'll just be like, ah, that really hurts. Ah. All right, so right now, I think I'm dying. Ah. I'm like, dude, just like actually, yo, don't abbreviate Coyote Peterson, Matt. Let's just say Coyote Peterson. Yeah, let's, don't abbreviate Coyote Peterson.
I'm about to be bitten. Why the toe biter? On my big toe.
You don't really look like you want to do this, though, do you, Coyote? You know, this guy's a wildlife David Attenborough, Steve-O in situation. And to sum up his content, let me just dub over it. In this jar, we have what's known as an African tribe killer. Receiving its name after it bit a small African child, its powerful venom ended up killing the entire tribe with like Bluetooth or something of that nature. Now we're going to be receiving a lethal dose of this venom directly into our bloodstreams. I'm never doing a bit like that again, but you get the idea. The guy gets bit by stuff that you don't want to get bit by. And then just look at his reaction after getting stung by an executioner wasp. I would say that's an appropriate reaction after getting stung by an execution.
Yo, but like, I want to know how like, you know what I mean? Like, Coyote is curled up in a ball on the ground. You're like, damn, that must hurt. This motherfucker's been stung by everything. So that has to hurt so much more than you think it would. Because, like, the pain tolerance you would build up from just being like, yeah, I've experienced basically every bug sting in the world. And now this has you on the ground rolling. Like, this is probably 10 out of 10 pain.
And a wasp gang. And then bro goes on to say this.
Now, to firmly answer your burning question, yes, for me, this really is the end.
Look at his recent videos, you lying ass nigga. 8 of 12 of the videos involved you being hurt by some form of wildlife, bro. But whatever pays the bills, I guess, Coyote. Damn, Coyote's a tough ass name. To an extent, I'd understand somebody like Coyote doing things like this. Let me get that to an extent slowed and reverbed.
Yeah, with Coyote, there is that, like, I could see this being on Discovery Channel in, like, 2012. LA Beast, though, no.
But when people do dumbass challenges for, like, 50 seconds of fame, bro, your skull is hollow, give it a knock. But surely the phrase...
Bro, I hate those videos on TikTok where motherfuckers be eating raw eggs for, like, fucking galaxies, dude. And they don't even eat them. They chew the raw egg and then spit it out. Like, bro, that's not worth $20. That's worth, like, 50 cents. Not even. You're chewing a raw egg and spitting it out. Like, that's not... Yeah, it's just wasteful. It's like you're just eating the eggs and just, like, being like, oh, this is so gross.
Do it for the Vine.
Like, it's not that bad.
Do it for the gram and straight up claim lives.
I don't know where to go.
Like, those words used to move mountains, I'm telling you.
For the gram?
Yo, do people still make those NPC videos anymore? I feel like I ain't see TikTok. I hit not interested on so many TikTok lives that I don't really get lives anymore. I feel like they're not really lucrative as much as they used to be. Some of them do. The Spider-Man guy. Dude, no. He still does it. The guy that pretends to be Miles Morales that was on Kai Cenat, Kai Cenat's Mafia-thon. He doesn't do those anymore. There's no way. Jason Nash. No, Jason Nash will be like, all right, let's get a TikTok. Let's get a TikTok battle going. All right, guys, I need to see. All right, yo, thank you for the roses. I'm gonna need more roses. Ugh. And they're always just like doing other shit. I'm like, it's not even like half the people on TikTok Live. It's like, bro, like you're doing work while also being on TikTok Live. Old Jason the Ween TikToks were crazy. TikTok Lives or TikToks? I used to do TikTok Live back when I was in high school, 2020, maybe even a little bit in 2021. Yeah, dude. I remember I went to school. Bro. And I was like, yo, I made $80 on TikTok live last night. I was just blowing up balloons for 4 hours. Then I popped them all. That was the live. That was the idea. That was the bright ideas Joe Bart had at the time. Let me blow up a bunch of balloons.
But you know the saying, you tell me to jump and I say how high? Stay with me now. For content creators, the people say they want good, entertaining content. And for some reason, the reply is, so how many Tide Pods did you want me to eat? I got 3 in my hands right now. Sometimes I
tried a Tide Pod. Didn't like chew into it. Just like, you know, threw it up, caught it in my mouth. Just.
I'll be back. I'll be right back.
Disgusting.
think I'm a high functioning life form, bro. Yes, my corners are receding, but you don't see me doing no dumbass challenges, alright? If I'm gonna do something for content, it's not gonna be on the lines of no David Blaine shenanigans. David Blaine is the CEO of just doing
I went
shit.
and got a fluoroscopy, and I realized that you could actually make an aquarium.
I don't know. What's like the craziest LA Beast shit I would do? I mean, I've done the one chip, but that's really just like a challenge. I would do a milk mile, like stuff like that. Like, I'm not really afraid of throwing up anymore. I used to be really afraid of the idea of vomiting, and I used to be really like against the idea of vomiting. I just like don't give a fuck now. Like, it's just as long as I'm not throwing up stuff that I ate before, right? Like, that's gross. Like stomach virus vomit. But like if I'm just like vomiting milk, I don't really care. You know, banana Sprite, nah, that'd be fine. It'd be gross. Yeah, when Jinxie lost, he did the banana Sprite challenge. I'm not gonna do it, so I'm gonna say that. Let me say that right now before I say what I'm about to say. When I saw Jinxie do the banana Sprite challenge, part of me wanted to go live the next day and do it the right way. Throw up everywhere and be like, that's how you do it. And then just end stream. Bro, because if I did the banana Sprite challenge, I would rip those bananas in 3 minutes. Not even 3 minutes. I would rip those bananas in 2 minutes, and then I would chug that Sprite, dude. I would rip that until I threw up. Yeah, 20 minutes, bro. You got like 5 minutes on the clock.
Your stomach, and you could have koi fish, creatures, or anything live there.
Just to list off some.
Oh, what?
And I realized that you could actually make an aquarium in your stomach, and you could have koi fish, creatures, or anything live there.
Just to list off some things he did in 1999.
So he swallowed live fish?
99.
That's
this
fucking
is predating Do It For The Gram. This deranged, irregular human decided to bury himself in a plastic coffin underwater for 7 days with no reels. So instead of handing in a job application, this guy decided to spend 168 hours inside of a container. Honestly, an interesting perspective to have, but I know damn well bro was doing it for that cable TV clout. This nigga
Yo, dead ass, bro, like some Harry Houdini shit. You ever see that one image? I love looking at that picture of Harry Houdini, where he's like, Harry Houdini bridge photo, where everybody's like looking at him, and you could tell he's like the crazy guy at the time. They're like, oh my god, is this man actually going to jump into the river covered in chains? Oh no. It's like the crowds that are forming to watch this guy just jump into the water covered in chains.
Hung himself upside down for 60 hours straight. Doctors literally warned him that this nigga, they said he will die. David said, but them views though. And what I think is his most insane stunt ever is when he froze himself in ice for 63 hours. Surely the large majority of people were telling him just to not do that.
Shit sounds... Well, I just don't understand how David Blaine makes money. Like, because it's not a YouTube video. Is it like being sold on cable? Like he's selling tickets to shows, right? Like a 63-hour challenge, like there's not like shows there. Like how are you making money? Sponsors? Yeah, but who's gonna sponsor David Blaine almost dying? Ridiculous.
Because even if he's just ignoring them, right? In one of his challenges, he hung himself over the Thames for 44 days. Surely there's some executive officials you gotta talk to beforehand, no? Or did the London government hear the pitch for the idea and for some reason approve it? But maybe I got this guy all wrong, because I don't think he even does it for the views. I think this is purely love of the game at this point.
I love the game. I love the hustle.
Well, I think it's also like one-upping previous. I think like the idea of like magicians and just like stunt artists in general is they always want to one-up the guy that was famous before them. Like David Blaine wants to be. I don't even say wants to be. I think David Blaine will be the perceivably like modern day Harry Houdini.
But it's easy to look at. But it's easy to look at people like David Blaine and Coyote who physically harm themselves with videos. But the mentally straining videos low-key just be as bad. You remember Mr. Beast before he was a bajillionaire?
Yo, actually, bro, that shit. I would rather get stung by a bullet ant than have to say Logan Paul's name 100,000 times, or like count to 1 million. Yo, like I would rather have the 30 minutes of horrible pain than spend 20 hours repeating somebody's name.
Oh, fuck poor people.
He said this in a full Gucci tracksuit, by the way. And to this day, he claims he has negative money.
Technically, everyone watching this video has more money than
Stop the cap.
in their bank account if you subtract the equity value of my company, which doesn't buy me.
That's just like also just not true. The average person has like 20K in savings, like less. Like there's no way he just doesn't have like 30 grand in a bank account. How much does the average American have in savings? Oh, whoa. It's more than I thought. Oh, under 35 is 20K. The average American has 62K in savings, but that's also accounting for people that are like 80 years old. The average 75-plus person has 90K. 65 to 74 is the most, 100,000 in savings. That's cap? I don't think so. If you have a retirement fund, bro, like you're putting money into 401k your whole life. When you're 65, bro, there's people that have like 100 grand. Like that's an average amount of money. Like 100K is a shitload of money, but not for somebody that's been working a 9 to 5 for 35 years. Like,
come on, Jimmy.
But anyways, before Mr. Beast was rich, he used to make videos like saying Logan Paul's name 100,000 times, which lasted 17 hours, by the way. It's actually crazy to think that Mr. 451 million subscribers was out here saying Logan Paul's name for content.
Yeah, and like who's watching that? Like it gains popularity, but nobody's like watching the 17 hours of him saying, okay, actually, you want to know who's the NPC in this world? There is somebody that has put on the 17-hour Mr. Beast video of him saying Logan Paul 100,000 times and watched it.
Tedious content requires willpower, bro. That is something I don't have.
I'm such a fat
You know that Minecraft hardcore YouTubers that build those insanely difficult things, and it takes like 4 months to just complete one video? Those are the real grinders. Because what business do you have building a
1,000 days in a Minecraft world?
Mathematically accurate black hole? It took bro over 500 hours of recording and editing, and a year in total to complete.
It's been a year, Daddy.
I have somewhat respect for bro, because at least his self-sacrifice for content does not involve committing crimes. I'm looking at you, Boom.
I think it's the same thing with people that run, like, speed running. Like, turbo, like, if you are a Cuphead speedrunner, you are torturing yourself for the game. You like pain, right? Ludwig didn't Cuphead speedrun. I'm saying, like, if you speedrun, like, obscure games, or yeah, like, even Minecraft speedrunning, bro. Minecraft speedrunning's like torture. Yeah, like, no, Minecraft speedrunning, not to beat the game, though. If you're somebody that Minecraft speedruns the, get all potion effects achievement, you are, a, like, sadistic person. You like pain. You like watching people die. Like, okay, not watching people die, but, like, you like the idea of being just like, you're torturing yourself. Yeah, Feinberg. Feinberg is torturing himself for no reason. Him going in a world and speedrunning the get every potion effect is fucking crazy.
This guy Boonk is the CIA's prodigal son, bro. This nigga went viral just for stealing shit. And then he locks in and becomes a Christian rapper.
It's all skits. I got permission for it.
What a well-spoken YN. Boonk has actually got crazy
That's masochist, not sadist. Wait, what am I thinking of? Sadistic. No, deriving pleasure from inflicting pain on others. Yeah, no. My bad.
Character development. He gets a pass. Most of you have probably heard of Jackass. I could deadass make a whole separate video on whatever the
You 3x every video you watch? Yeah, I yap a lot.
This is.
This is the blindfold race. We'll have 4 contestants compete in a 50-yard sprint, blindfolded.
I mean, this is a calm one, bro. This is like one of those boring Jackass segments. The good Jackass segments is when they're like, we're gonna cover Wee Man in fucking peanut butter and release a bear in the room with him. We're gonna cover his dick in honey and then put a bunch of bees on him. All right, go kick that wasp's nest. My name's Johnny Knoxville, and this is the wasp kick.
The Jackass movies really encapsulate what I'm trying to say, because people really just be doing anything for content. And you know it's bad when even Gumball points it out?
I gather the stupidest people in town.
Word.
Everyone has to wear a blindfold and run as fast as they can. The person who gets the furthest is officially...
Well, bro, most of the Jackass cast was, like, on copious amounts of drugs, like, while they were doing this.
The dumbest.
Whenever I see someone doing something within the vicinity of obscenity, I always think of the idea of life trajectory, which is pretty much like how unique experiences, opportunities, choices, you know, all that. It all leads someone to their present situation.
Alright, I'm
now,
done
what
checking.
choices could you possibly have made that led you right here, bro?
I mean, just you're gonna be psyched out.
Not the right ones, nigga, I'll tell you that. Bro, for me to
Shit,
participate in a Jackass...
I'm gonna go do some other shit. I'm pretty good to make